Hi everyone, this is a mini file walkthrough of the animation that I made today. This was initially a sketch for a walkthrough where I was doing some character design, and then I was going to move on to a little animation that was meant to be for the next animation tutorial. But as I was making the character design, I really wanted to animate him. And at first it was just going to be the arms, so I could include some of the dots and swirling magic that you can see going around. And then it turned into me animating the hat, and then I thought, wow, I really need to animate the edge of his poncho slash collar cloak that he's got going on. And then I thought, why not add some animation to the hair, because that definitely needs some. And then he needs a blink at the end, and the roughs aren't even finished. As per usual, I've gotten carried away with this one. I am enjoying it quite a lot. I'm looking forward to finishing it on stream this week. And the way I have sectioned this out, if I pause this, so far these are my layers for the magic, and it's basically all on twos. And I wanted to show some different speeds and experimentation with scale as this blue dot comes around, and we've got like a little smear in there. But these are so fun and relaxing to do. If I turn that off and this one off, we then have the base animation. I take away the pupils. This is the original sketch. And then if I scroll through, we have these arms, which was the only thing that was meant to be animated today. And then I could do a little experiment with it, but I decided to add the pupils rolling back in the head as we go into this one, which is the next Grace pencil object that I added to include the rough animation over the top of everything else. So if we turn off these, you can see the hat, and I basically used the sculpt tool to make it wiggle from left to right, and then it comes up and off, and I use the edit mode and then move functions to just get it off the top of the head. And then I wanted a little bit of impact, so it comes down quite sharply on top of his head and pushes the head down and knocks him out of this trance, which means then when the hands come over, he then pushes the hat up and it goes back to the starting position. The only thing that I do need to animate or include is the arms over here going back to this point. So next up were the arms. It was this area just here, and I only animated one because this is actually going to be made using the mirror modifier. It's actually on this layer. As you can see, if I turn this off, I've mostly animated this half or drawn this half, and sometimes I hop over to the other side to add some details. But I'm actually going to animate this using the mirror modifier. I'm having a lot of fun with that. So if we go back to the rough extra section, there's the hat, and it's the arms going in and pushing it off, and then he moves back. So this was mostly done straight ahead. I decided it needed a little bit of life. There's basically 3 loops of this. They're separated by these pink coded keyframes. That's just to put them in between the loops, so it looks a little bit less like it's being copied and pasted across. And then I added in some hair once the head was animated, and I basically just sketched over the top of the base head, and then I moved it at this point, so it goes down a little and then down again. And then as it comes up, I changed the mouth shape and the eyes and eyebrows, made him blink, and then it tilts back up into his regular position. But I used this to then animate the hair. So the hair is on here and here. So these are moved using the sculpt tool And at first I didn't quite like them, but they're actually not too bad. It doesn't look very, very odd, but they were just moved using the sculpt tool. Super, super easy, very quick. I will link the live stream in the description so you can see the chaos in real time if you would like. And then I did this one, which is a little extra animation around the shoulders and big puffy sleeves, because if a hat falls onto your head like this, I imagine the character is going to flinch. And when something drops onto your head, you tend to duck down and your shoulders come up. So I really enjoy this little bop of the head. So the only things that actually need to be animated still are this decorative keychain that is linked to the top of the hat. I also think I'm going to add some more magic to this, and I had thought about adding some wiggling fingers to these hands, or at least some magic gauntlets, so I wouldn't have to do that, but I think I might just leave it. I also need to figure out how I'm going to colour this, because when I originally imagined this, it was going to have a black or at least dark navy background. The character would be outlined in white or grey, and then as these dots and little bits of magic came across, they would shine light on the character. It's going to be a really fun little experiment to try and figure out, especially with Blender's limited blending modes that I usually go to TV Paint for. So we'll see if I can work it out like that, or if I have to take it back into TV Paint. I don't think I will, but we shall see. In all, this took about 3 hours during live stream. I really hope you enjoyed this little mini update, and I will be back with another one real soon. Bye!